Hi embroiderers. Today we've got a festive challenge, stitching on fluffy fabric. You'll quickly find that your stitches disappear into the fluff, but don't worry, I'm here to help you with how to hoop it, what materials to use, how to set up your design. Let's dive into it. I'm gonna personalize this stocking in the fluff. I'm gonna put the Ryonet logo. Could be a child's name, a new member of your family. The thread likes to disappear inside of this fluff. This kind of stuff and Sherpa, other really soft fabric that isn't completely flat. Because this fabric is thin and floppy, we're gonna use stiff cap backing, but it's super thick, like you would use for a baseball hat, just to give it as much foundation as possible. It happens to be perfect shape for this stocking. You could use other backing. The stiffer the better to hold the stitches firm. And then we're gonna use some water-soluble topping. That's a fun trick that helps the stitches stand up on top of the fluff. This water-soluble topping is very delicate, it's stretchy. You can actually spritz it with water and it will disappear. It's like rice paper. So you have to be very careful with this in your shop that you don't get it wet. I've got a pre-cut stabilizing backer that I'm gonna place underneath the stocking to give it a nice solid base. And then we're gonna position the stocking getting into whatever kind of pocket hoop you have. The more stable, the better, so that it's not flopping around. When hooping, you wanna make sure that everything is snug but not stretched. The stabilizer should feel tight, but the stocking itself should sit naturally. All right, and just like that, our stocking is hooped up and ready to go, but we really need to make sure and use that water-soluble topping. That can be added while it's stitching. You don't have to hoop it into the hoop. You need to cut the water-soluble topping a little bit bigger than your design. The stitches will start to eat it up depending on the different designs. You'll see that it behaves differently. And you wanna hold it in place. Once you first get it going, once the stitches have taken a hold of it, you should be able to let it go. Be extra careful. Don't let your fingers get in that needle area. Now we need to talk about the design, because not all designs are good for this kind of material. Thin, delicate designs, nope, they'll get lost in the fluff. You need bold, thick designs to stand up on the fluff. For this project, I'm using a chunky satin stitch design. It's bold, clean, and perfect for standing out on a fluffy stocking. Another great option is applique. Adding a fabric layer on top of the fluff makes your design pop even more. And if you're stitching names or monograms, go for fonts with thicker lines. Skip the script fonts. Those thin loops will disappear into the texture. And here it is, the finished stocking. That thick stabilizer kept everything nice and stable. The water-soluble topping made it so that our stitches came across through the fluff. And the thicker design also helped with it coming through the fluff. Obviously, you could make a much bigger design on there. Same result would happen. You wouldn't need to change any of the products or techniques. Now it's your turn. Grab a stocking or something fluffy, follow these steps and create something fun. If you have your own tips for how to embroider on fluffy stuff, please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear it. If you like what you're seeing and you're enjoying this content, like and subscribe. Share this video with somebody you think it could help. Take care, embroiderers. So if I have to look even as far away as you and I right now, my eyes start to cross. Yeah. And I look like a goober.